Let's have a quick word with LaDonna Harvey, host, of course, at iHeartMedia. A federal judge has dismissed a major case against Donald Trump that alleged that he illegally sought to overturn the 2020 election. It seems to me, LaDonna, very good morning to you, that all of these criminal cases against the Donald are now being dropped unceremonially. I think the same thing happened in New York because he's about to be president again.
Exactly. There's no point in prosecuting it because he can pardon himself. It's just a waste of time, energy, and Justice Department resources. So they've decided to drop not just that, the January 6th case, but also the classified documents case. However,
so is this like a triple whammy? So Florida, Georgia, New York, all gone?
Right. Well, it kind of is. Now, these cases were dismissed without prejudice, which means after the 4-year term, they could be rebrought if somebody wanted to prosecute them. So it's not completely gone. It's just at least gone for now. However, he could pardon himself and make the point moot anyway, right, past his 4 years. So these cases they're not going to see the light of day for at least 4 years and probably longer.
Probably never. So doesn't this suggest to you that he was right after all to say that these cases were brought as a result of political interference in the judicial system?
I mean, that's certainly his perspective. He did, in fact, have classified documents at his house, just like Joe Biden did. The January 6th riot, invasion, I don't even know what we're calling it anymore, was pretty horrific on every level. Was it his fault? That's what was supposed to be adjudicated. Right. So, we're not really going to find answers from the Justice Department or anyone else for, again, at least 4 years, right, probably.
But this is the thing. I mean, if it was a serious case, if it was a terrible, tragedy, if it was an awful kind of, shall we say, miscarriage of justice or something like that, that he shouldn't have done, they wouldn't drop it. But the fact that they've dropped it would prove to me, anyway, that it was a malicious prosecution in the first place.
Well, I mean, and that certainly has been his point the entire time. That's what Donald Trump has said. This was a political witch hunt. It's, it's not fair. They're just going after me because they don't like me, which may or may not be true. Either way, they're not going to waste the time and the resources. I mean, it would be ridiculous, even if you did believe that this was a really important case, to go through this prosecution and spend the millions and millions of dollars that it would take to prosecute it, to have nothing happen at the end. By the same token, it sets a terrible precedent. If you are, a believer in truth, justice, and the American way, you think that he really did do something wrong, well, then you prosecute anyway.
Yes.
So I don't know where it puts us.
Yeah, I know. It makes a mockery, it seems to me, of the justice system.
Sure.
And all the completely and utterly partisan people who brought all these charges against him. LaDonna, we've got to run because we haven't got a lot of time. Thank you very much indeed. Host at iHeartMedia, LaDonna Harvey there. Just goes to prove, Peter, doesn't it, that it was a malicious prosecution in almost every case. Remember, people here, the lefties were all going, the John Sopels of this world, Emily Maitlis of this world. He's going to be in prison. He won't be able to run for president. Oh, he's running for president. Oh, OK, well, he'll be in prison after he runs for president. Oh, no, he's not going to be in prison. In fact, they're going to drop all the charges and they're going to drop all the lawsuits, which tells you that it was an absolute crock of nonsense.
The same people that told us Kamala Harris was going to win the election.
Yeah.
Donald Trump now stands astride the global political world as a colossus.
He does, no question.
He won the vote, both votes, the college and the popular vote. He's got the House of Representatives, he's got the Senate, both Republican control. The man is just going to be barnstorming.
And the fact that they've now dropped, this is 3 cases. So Georgia, which was supposedly one of the state cases, I think the case in Florida, which was against him taking stuff out of the White House, and the case in New York, where he was supposedly found guilty of paying off, what's-her-face, Stormy Daniels. I mean, it's just a joke. Ridiculous.